I don't have a very close association with the Maccabia organization, but the one person that I have seen is Ayal, and he's a tremendous worker and actually has given me tremendous respect for this organization. Ayal, we owe you a debt of thanks. Officials of the Maccabia World Union and the Maccabia delegations from around the world, honored guests, visitors, family and friends. It's a great honor to warmly welcome you all to the gala opening of the Maccabia. This, the 20th Maccabia, which promises to be the greatest Maccabia of them all. I've been given the recognition of addressing you this evening, and I think that this recognition was given to me perhaps for my contribution to what I've done in the economy of Israel, the companies that I've started, and Amdocs is really the flag of all that I've done. But I have many other companies that I've started and succeeded in, and not a few that I've failed in. And basically, I think really perhaps the recognition is not for what I've done commercially, but the recognition is done for what I've done philanthropically. Having been successful in business has given me the opportunity to do good things. And I think that this perhaps is why I was actually selected this evening. And I really appreciate it. And it gives me an opportunity to perhaps just tell you a little bit about what I've done and what we're doing. One of the organizations that I'm involved in is Save a Child's Heart. And I'm talking about the beautiful things of Israel. With Save a Child's Heart, we brought in 4,200 children from parts of the world where there are no possibilities of pediatric surgery. We brought them to Israel, we've operated on them, we've given them back their lives, and they've gone back to their countries. And this is really one of the beautiful parts of Israel. And actually our Prime Minister, who visited Save a Child's Heart a little while ago, he was very impressed. He sat down with these children who'd been brought to Israel, and I think he was really moved. And I know when he went back to the party, he told them that this is the kind of Israel that we really need to show the world. Another project is the Therapeutic Riding Institute, where we actually use horses as therapy for disabled children. And right now we're doing work with soldiers who have post-trauma syndrome. They suffer from the results of battle, and we've discovered that horse riding has actually given them an opportunity to re-establish themselves. And this is another project where we have 3,000 children a month who we actually give lessons to and help them to get on with their lives. And then there's the project. These projects are really impressive and really moving. And then there is LEAD, an organization for developing youth leadership and hopefully Israel's next generation of leaders. And I'm pleased to announce that yesterday I signed an MOU with Ziv Kamke, who's actually here this evening. He's part of the Indian delegation. He's come with Prime Minister Modi. And we're now exploring the possibility of taking LEAD, which has done a tremendous job over the last 17 years, of taking LEAD public and taking LEAD international. And Ziv is going to help us do this. He works in 14 countries, and Ziv happens to be with us this evening. And I think he's actually right there in the front row. This project is going to be presented tomorrow to the Prime Ministers of Israel and India. Now in this Maccabia, we have 10,000 athletes from 85 countries to compete what promises to be the best and largest Maccabia ever. And special congratulations are in order to Nir Barkat for the city of Jerusalem for hosting the Maccabia. Now, we as a people are unique. We're a strange people. We're actually all over the world. I think there's almost no country where you won't find a small Jewish community. And we've actually, the one thing that brings all of these people together from all over the world is actually the Maccabia. It brings them together and it unifies them. The Olympic Games are the place which unites the people of the world. And the Maccabia does the same thing for the Jewish nation. And to the Halalah of the Maccabia, I congratulate you. Now, we Jews are divided on almost every issue. We're a very argumentative people. We're a very difficult people, actually. And actually, I think the old joke that says we have three people in a community, they have to have two shuls. One shul which they go to pray, and one shul which they will not go to. And I think that this is actually true. But the one event that brings us all together and gives us a common sense of pride is the prowess of our Jewish athletes, no matter where they come from and who they represent. All of us have come to participate in the Maccabia. We are privileged to see the cream of the crop of Jewish athletes. The Maccabi movement is a great, beautiful example of the bond between Israel and the diaspora. It is based on the unity of the Jewish nation. Sport is the medium, but the message is unity. Now, we who live and defend this country do so as trustees for the whole Jewish nation. This is a responsibility which we as citizens have always honored, and we always will. And I am concerned that steps are being taken and moves are being made now which will jeopardize this bond. I think that the Jewish community in the diaspora are concerned about their right to pray at the Kotel and the issue of conversion. This kettle will actually divide and jeopardize the bond between us and them. It is a holy bond in my mind. We cannot and must not alienate the Jewish people who live in the diaspora. They are a tremendous and vital support for our country on which we depend. And to all of you from abroad, I would like to assure you that we as citizens of Israel, the majority of us, we are at one with you and we will support you. We are one family, and we must not forget that. We must never forget that. Now, just to change the subject slightly, I'm the chairman of an organization called Space IL. This is another competition. We're part of the Google X Prize competition to put a spacecraft on the moon. And this is a project which is organized by a small group of people in Israel with very limited government support. And we actually compete with 23 countries in the world. And the objective of this competition is, one, to give young people in Israel a sense of science, mathematics, engineering, to give them to do what the Apollo project did in the United States, and to get them to study, and to study subjects which are going to make them useful citizens in society. We're also going to actually put the spacecraft on the moon, and this is going to showcase Israeli technology. It's going to show what we in Israel can do. And we're going to put the spacecraft on the moon together with the United States, Russia, and China. Three great powers who've all done this with tremendous resources and tremendous number of engineers and unbelievable sums of money. And we are doing this already with a small group of people and with money that was raised from individual donors. This project will actually put Israel on the map in space, and I think will give us a sense of pride. Now, 2018 is the 70th birthday of the State of Israel, and I know, and I have no doubt, that Minister Miri Regev will arrange a fantastic celebration, and the celebration will be tremendous. Will really be tremendous. We're going to be excited. This is for us 70 years, and 70 difficult years. But I can tell you as well that when Israel lands on the moon, Jews all over the world will share the sense of pride and excitement and the sense that their country has done something great. And I would like all of you to join with us. And I hope that when it happens, you will all enjoy it. I know you all will. There was one time in the world, I was with a friend, Buzz Aldrin, and he was one of the men who landed on the moon. And I was with him one day in Los Angeles, and somebody came around to him and said, "Could I have a picture taken with you?" And he said, "Yes, I would." And basically, it turned out that everybody knew exactly where they were when this man landed on the moon. And there was a sense of unified solidarity throughout the world when that actually happened. And I think throughout the world, the Jewish community are going to be gratified to see Am Yisrael Chai on the moon. Now, harsh criticism is growing around the world about Israel and what we do, and we're always criticized. But there is another part of Israel, and the Israelis and Jews do great things for humanity, and we do them well, and for this we should be proud. We're good people, and we do good things, and the world should know it. I want to give a special thanks to all of you who've made this possible, to many more Maccabi Games. And I look forward to being at the next Maccabi Games, and the one after, and the one after. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Boris, for your kind words and initiatives and positivity and support.